welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a beginner's eye tutorial. Now I've done a beginner's foundation routine, contouring and highlighting routine, and brow routine. So now onto eyes. Now you can do eyes so many different ways, it's insane. But I'm going to show you guys the easiest and the simplest of ways how to do eye makeup. Now I'm just going to be using one eyeshadow palette from the drugstore. This is the Chi Chi Glamorous Nudes eyeshadow palette. They come with 12 shades. This is actually quite a good dupe for the Urban Decay Naked palette. They've got so many different shades of palette, like so many different shades in each palette and so many different palettes with different colours and everything in them. So I love this. I'm going to be using just this eyeshadow palette today, and I'm just going to be priming my eyes with some concealer and then setting that in place with a pressed powder. It's just translucent. And then we're going to do a inner rim highlight, which I will show you guys at the end. So let's get straight into this. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see my eyes more clearly, and then we can do this. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is just going on the eyelid and on the brow bone. Brow bone, lid. And then I'm going to blend it out with my finger. And I'm just blending it out as much as I can with my finger. Make sure you get right at the lashes. And then I'm just going in with a concealer brush. And this just blends it out that little bit more. Just ensure you've got clean fingers on hand also, just to use your fingers. Okay, and then I'm going to set that in place with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm going to set that with the E60 brush. It's just like a large powder brush. And this just helps with making the eyeshadows blend more seamlessly onto the eye look. Okay, so now using the Chi Chi Nudes palette, I'm going to be applying that with my E40 brush. I'm just going to use this lightest matte brown here. Now these colours don't have names, so, but I'm starting on the outer corner in circular motions and just blending that in to the inner corner, just until about here. So not all the way into the inner corner, but not too far out, like up here. We want it right up here, which is basically where your crease sort of stops, but just like before the inner duct area, if you can see that. So I just did it on the other eye. So yeah, circular motions. It can be as messy as you want, but just ensure you don't go up too far close to the brow. And we just keep blending it in right up until here. So if you look into the straight, you can see the inner duct here, sort of. So you just want to stop it about a centimetre before down here. Just stop here. It's a little bit hard to explain. Just here you stop and then blend it back. Now you can leave it like that, just quite a light crease colour, but I like to go a little bit darker with my crease, but still keeping it matte. So I go in with this next matte shade. These are the actual only two matte colours in here. So I just go in with the next matte brown. And this is just like a little, it's denser than the first blending brush. So that way it just gets more direct into the crease. And I'm just applying this directly in the crease. So I first go horizontally into the crease and just in windscreen wipe motions. And then I grab a little bit more product, tap it off, and then go vertically in tiny circular motions, and then just windscreen wipe up. That way you get a deeper crease colour. And then you just blend them. Now going in with this colour in between the two matte brown colours, and on just a eye shading brush, and we just pat this on the lid. And I just start in the centre of the eye at the lash line and go right, and then just go into the inner corner and then up to the crease there, but not into the crease. And then I just go onto the outer part and just go up into the crease, but not into the crease. Keeping a patting motion the whole time. Now going in with this shimmery medium dark brown colour and this pencil brush. Ensure you tap off any excess. And I'm just applying this on the lower lash line, and then going up towards the crease in the outer third. And then just blend it into the crease, just lightly. And we just do the exact same to the other eye. We just make it as dark as you want. I'm just gonna make it really dark just to show you guys. Okay, and then just going in with the eye shading brush and just go over the little joint with no extra product on it. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of fallout underneath, so I'm just grabbing this little large tapered face brush. Brush away the fallout, and see if we didn't set underneath my eyes, it would be worse than it is. And then I'm just going back in with the dark brown and this tapered blending brush. We just blend that into the crease, just a bit lightly, and then grabbing the larger blending brush with no product and just blending. And then grabbing the medium shimmery brown colour and my pencil brush again. I'm just applying that on the lower lash line. I'm actually just applying it all over the bottom lash line. Not many people like to do this, but I think it gives the eye a bit more depth, just applying the darker colour on the lower lash line. And then grabbing these two light shades in the palette, and I'm just using like a small tapered blending brush, but you can use like a small shading brush. I just like using this one. And I'm just going to be applying it right underneath the brow to highlight, and then just on the inner corner. And that is the eye look done. Now to just clean up the fallout, I'm grabbing the Australis contour palette, just grabbing the banana shade and my tapered highlighting brush, and we're just using it to wipe away the fallout. Now I'm just using the E60 brush that we used before and the banana shade. And then I'm just also reapplying the highlight. And now for the inner rim, I'm just going to be grabbing this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I'm just applying it on the waterline, just like that. If you flinch a lot or you don't like that, you can just pull down the eye and you just apply it right in the inner corner, in the waterline. And as you can see, it does the exact same thing. Now for mascara, I'm using my L'Oreal Miss Manga Mega Volume Mascara. And how I apply mascara, I do my top lashes first. Then just do the inner part first and then go to the outer part. And I apply more layers on the outer part than the inner part. And then I just look down a little bit and I basically have my head down but I look up. I just apply it on the lower lashes. I ensure that I've done my lower lash line colour and my inner rim highlight before I do my mascara. But that is the finished eye look. So yes, this is the finished eye look for beginners. I hope you guys enjoyed this beginner's eye makeup tutorial. It is how I first learnt how to apply eyeshadow, and it's actually still how I apply eyeshadow to this day. I just use a few different tips, and I actually added one more tip into this because when I first learnt how to do it, it was just using this big fluffy blending brush to do the crease and then go into the lid and then the outer corners. I added the deepening up the crease because I find that having a deeper crease makes the eyes look much more smoky and more alluring. And then applying the inner rim highlight with the pencil, it just makes your eyes look more awake. And with the inner corner highlight, those two are perfect together because they make your eyes look more wide awake and more eye-catching to people. And then you apply mascara and you look like you've slept a good 12 hours. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this eye makeup tutorial and all of my beginners routines for you. And this is actually the last beginners routine that I'm going to be doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little series on my channel. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel because it means so much to me when you do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.